Let's delve into the importance of active citizenship and the significance of voting in a democracy. Being an informed and engaged citizen is not just a privilege but a responsibility that shapes the society we live in. In the United States, the right to vote is protected by the Constitution. However, it hasn't always been accessible to everyone. Originally, only white men over the age of 21 could vote. Over time, constitutional amendments expanded this right, granting voting rights to black people in 1870, women in 1920, and 18-year-olds in 1971 with the passage of the 26th Amendment. Here in Missouri, like in any other state, citizens must follow certain election laws to exercise their right to vote. Requirements include being 18 years old on election day, a U.S. citizen, and a resident in your voting district for at least 30 days. Additionally, voters must register 21 days before the election and should not be incarcerated or legally incapacitated. Missouri offers several ways to register to vote, such as in person at local election offices, by mail, at driver's license facilities, or through specific state agencies. The deadline for registration is the fourth Wednesday before an election. It's worth noting that anyone who is 17 and a half years old can register, and new residents can do so immediately. Once registered, your application is verified or rejected by the election authority. Special provisions are in place for voters who are unable to vote in person, such as individuals with disabilities or those absent due to illness. These individuals can vote absentee, but their ballots must be received by their district on or before Election Day. Elections in Missouri serve various purposes. They include electing state representatives, voting on constitutional amendments, or deciding whether to call for constitutional conventions. Referendums are another type of election where citizens directly vote on proposals, such as approving a local school district's tax increase for new school construction. Throughout the year, there are 6 official election dates in Missouri. Primary and general elections take place in August and November of even years. A general municipal election occurs in April, and a presidential primary is held during presidential election years. In addition, special school levy elections are held in June and non-primary years in August. Special elections and other specific case elections may also be authorized by law. Primary elections in Missouri determine a single candidate from each political party to run in the general election. The state recognizes 5 political parties: Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Reform, and U.S. taxpayers. In nonpartisan elections, candidates have no party affiliation. The general election, held every 2 years, plays a pivotal role in determining the makeup of the General Assembly, including representatives and half of the senators. State and county officer elections also take place during this time. Notably, presidential election years typically witness higher voter turnout. Election management in Missouri varies across the state. Larger counties and cities have boards of elections, while the county clerk acts as the election authority in other areas. The Missouri Constitution safeguards voting rights by ensuring that voters cannot be arrested on election day for minor offenses. Additionally, military personnel have the right to vote unless circumstances prevent them from doing so. When it comes to presidential elections, Missouri employs a winner-takes-all system for allocating its 10 electoral votes. The candidate who wins the majority of the state's popular vote receives all 10 electoral votes. These chosen electors then cast their official votes for president and vice president based on the popular vote. These votes are certified and sent to Congress, where the president is officially elected during a joint session on January 6. A candidate needs at least 270 out of 538 electoral votes to secure victory. While the popular vote often determines the president, critics of the Electoral College system advocate for reforms that prioritize the popular vote. On the other hand, supporters of the Electoral College believe it preserves the interests of smaller states. Remember, being an informed and engaged citizen is not just your privilege but your responsibility in shaping the society we live in.